Here comes the holidays. Are you ready for it? Are you looking forward to it? Well, you will be after today's video. So let's jump into the heart of our home and prepare it for all the cooking, baking, and entertaining we do in here. Alright, so we're going to start here in my pantry. Now, because I have tidying my pantry in my routines, everything in here is pretty manageable. All the organizers that I have in here are still working perfectly, and I'll share those organizers with you as I go. Now, I do notice that my husband puts things on this top shelf when he's unsure of where things go. I'm going to quickly go through and I'm going to show you where everything's located. Down here in these IKEA containers is where I keep all of my sauces. I like them in here just in case if they spill, it's all contained. And over here in this corner basket is where I keep my pasta. And then this basket right here is where I keep my rice products. And then this right here is typically my breads, tortillas, things like that. And then I usually have some snacks and things over here. Down in these bottom baskets are chips, crackers, nuts. Right here are my extra containers that I use. And then in this big drawer is where I keep all of my Reynolds wrap and things like that. Down here in these baskets are containers and extra Ziploc bags, paper plates, and then down here at the very bottom is where I keep all of my small appliances. And right here on this shelf is where I keep all of my spices. Now I'll be going through and I'll be making a list of all the spices that need to have more in it, especially for the holidays, because we use a lot of spices for the holidays. So a lot of these need to be refilled. So I'm going to be putting that down on a list. This set of 3 acrylic spice racks and these containers have really freed up a lot of space in my kitchen, and they just look so pretty on this wall. I will link these items for you down in the description box, and I'll also link any of the other items that you hear me talking about today. And I equally love these cereal containers that I got on Amazon. And over here in these containers, I got all these from Home Goods and TJ Maxx. So I won't be able to link those, but you should be able to find them easily on their shelves. Alright, so let's go ahead by getting all these containers off these shelves. I know I said I only do one shelf at a time, but because I have all these plastic containers, I'm going to go ahead and pull all of them off at the same time because I want to clean all the tops. The holidays can be very stressful. If you're like me, you may take on more than you should or what is reasonably comfortable. I have an annual family Christmas party for all of our kids and grandkids. Last year, I documented all this on my channel, and I also documented the aftermath of the disappointment and the exhaustion that I had. Now this year, I'm planning a less stressful season, and it all starts right here in my kitchen. So each year before the holidays, I like to set my kitchen up for success. Those things include preparing my pantry by cleaning out the old expired products and moving products into my food storage that I know that I won't be using for the holidays. This is going to help free up some of the space in my pantry for the items that I will be using. I also like to clean and prepare my baking cabinet. And this year, I'm going to be adding in plastic liners into the drawers of my pots and pans. Every time I get into those drawers, I'm reminded that I have not put those liners in there yet, so I'm going to be doing that here today. Alright, so here are my cereal containers, and I've realized that I have far too many for cereal. I used to be a cereal eater, but now I'm cutting back on sugar, so a lot of this cereal has just been sitting here. So I'll keep the containers that my husband keeps his in, and then I'm going to swap this one container out for a pasta container, because I have an awful lot of pasta. So I think that maybe one of these containers could hold one of those pastas and help free up some space in my pasta container over there. So these cereal containers are another thing that I love in this pantry. I got a set of 4. They come in a set of 4, and they are 135 ounces. So I'm able to fit a whole bag of cereal in this and not have extra left over. Because there's nothing more annoying than when you're decanting something, and now you not only have a container full of stuff, but you also have some leftover in your cereal bag. So I love that it holds the whole thing. It also has a very large pouring spout that's easy to open, but yet it's airtight. So I really love these, and I'll be linking these for you. I wish that these containers were tall enough to hold spaghetti, however they're not, so I'm going to have to get something different for spaghetti. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this pasta in here. Now I do have some labels that are left over from when I organized my whole pantry, so I'm going to go ahead and just choose one that says pasta. That way I can put any kind of pasta in here. I got these labels off of Etsy, so if you look on Etsy you can find some really cute white labels. However, the containers do come with labels. It's a black chalkboard label that it comes with. But I'm going to go ahead and quickly change this out and put the pasta one on. I see that I need to add some more walnuts to this container. I think I might have some of those and these almonds down below, so I'll have to check into that. I switched up the 2 shelves, so I'm kind of not liking the way things are looking, so I'm going to kind of switch things around just to where it makes better sense to me when I get into this pantry. I do like things to look visually nice to me when I come in here because it makes it pleasant to come in. But it also needs to make sense. You know what I mean? I like to add craisins into my oatmeal, so I need to go ahead and put craisins down on my list. Okay, these 2 containers is where I keep my potatoes, and I also keep onions in the other one. Don't ask me why there's cinnamon sticks in with the onions. That does not make sense. So over the last 3 or 4 months, I've really been honest with myself about the amount of projects that I do for the holidays that really just leaves me stretched thin. My heart is for my family and I really want to give my all to them, but last year proved that with my growing family, I'm going to have to cut back on some of the things. So this year, I'm going to focus on having a joyful Christmas for myself. And how this will look is I'm having everything planned, bought, decorated by December. That way I can focus on enjoying the whole month of December. A couple of days after Thanksgiving, my husband and I are going to be going to Hawaii for 10 days. Now when we return, we'll have 2 weeks before the Christmas party. So what I've done is I've sent notes out to all of the mamas of my grandkids, and I've asked them to please send us a Christmas gift idea list so that way I can go ahead and purchase everything before we leave on vacation. Another thing that I'm doing is I'm sending out an evite to all of the kids, and in the evite will include an appetizer and dessert for them to bring. So since 2011, I have cooked all the meals and desserts and set up all the appetizers for our party. But as this family is growing, it is becoming increasingly more difficult to cook for that many. So this year we are forfeiting a formal dinner, and we're going to have appetizers and desserts. Like I said, I'll have others help bring the appetizers and desserts, and this is going to help free up more of my time. When I was evaluating what I really want these events to look like and what I saw in my mind and what my heart really desires is for our grandkids to have beautiful memories of our Christmas get-togethers. And I want more time to sit with them instead of being stressed out in the kitchen. I want to have more games. I want to have more photos. I want to be in more photos. I want to hold the little babies, and I want to listen to conversations that are going on around me. And I'm hoping that this new plan is going to help me to achieve many of these goals. Another thing that I'm doing this Christmas that's really going to help with the stress level is that I'm going to be decorating minimal. I'm going to put out the things that are most impactful and memorable to the grandkids. Now, I only purchased a few things to add into my collection this year. There is no need in this time in our world to purchase more unnecessary items. I'm really just needing to feel the more minimal. Do you know what I mean? Are you feeling that way too, or is it just me? This year, I want to start a new tradition with my husband where we make 4 or 5 different cookies to package up and take to our neighbors and friends. Now, I know that this sounds like I'm adding something onto my list, but I have memories of getting Christmas cookies in the mail from my kid's grandmother, and I want to continue on in that tradition. Plus, this is an activity for both my husband and I to enjoy. Now, don't worry, he's been involved in this, so he knows that it's coming. So if you have any good ideas of cookies that you like for the holidays, would you leave them down in the comments for me? I really want to have a nice array of cookies to bake and hand out. Here, let me take you over and show you the boxes that I'm going to be putting them in this year. I got these boxes off of Amazon. This is one of the 4 designs. I think it's plenty big enough to hold, a pretty good amount of cookies in there, and, maybe even a small loaf of banana nut bread. That would be a cute idea to stick over on the side of it. And then this right here are the other designs that it comes with. You just unfold them. It's all one box. So once you open it up, you just flip the top down. And this right here is some wax tissue paper that's going to help to separate, you know, all the different cookies and things like that. So I'm really excited about doing this. We wanted to start doing this in 2019 when our neighbors brought over some cookies to us, but we didn't get around to it that year. And then for obvious reasons, 2020 had its challenges. And if you watch my videos last year, then you know why I couldn't do it last year. So this year, I'm determined to fit it in, and I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, so now it's time to do these two baskets here. In these, I keep chips and crackers and nuts and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get in here and get these all organized. If you happen to shop at Costco and you see these, I would definitely pick them up. These are delicious. My husband and I allow ourselves one of these a night, and oh, do we enjoy it. And as you can see, we also enjoy nuts and seeds. Now, we do make a lot of charcuterie boards here at our house because we have a lot of get-togethers with our kids. And we just like to have like charcuterie boards and things like that sitting out for them. So a lot of these things actually get used on the charcuterie boards. Okay, so the final thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get up here at the top. I need to get a ladder to do that, but I'm going to get up here and I'm going to get this all organized again. These are my husband's protein bars. I'm going to go ahead and arrange these in here by flavors. We really like these liquid IVs. These are a hydration mix that you drink throughout the day. They're very flavorful. We especially like this flavor right here. I also have two other ones. One has like energy in it, ginseng and things like that in it. And then the other one has melatonin. I've tried the ginseng one. It tastes good, but I'm very careful with things that might give me too much energy because of my anxiety disorder. And then the one for sleep, I haven't tried that one yet. So I got a message saying that many of you have purchased the Shilajit that I was talking about in a couple of videos ago. It's the supplement that really helps to give me energy and focus and helps rid the brain fog and all the things that I've been dealing with. So if you purchase that, I would love to hear how you feel about it once you start taking it. I noticed such a big difference once I started taking it, and I just want to know if you guys are feeling the same thing too, because I'm pretty sure you're going to, and I just want to hear your reviews on it. I still have that 35% discount code on it, and it's on anything in the store. You don't have to just buy that, but anything in the store you can get 35% off. So I'll go ahead and I'll link that down below along with my code. Okay, so now we're getting here into my baking pantry. Last year, I moved out all my spices and I made this my designated baking pantry. And I brought in all those new containers that I still absolutely love, and I'm going to go ahead and share those here with you today. Now, for the top rack, I have to use my tongs to get things down because I'm too short to get up there and get anything down. So anyways, let's get this all cleaned out. Okay, so I purchased all these containers as a set. The one that you're seeing here is for my flour. Now I'm obviously sticking way too much flour in here, but I really didn't want to have any leftovers, which I still have leftovers. But anyways, that's why I stuck so much flour in there. This one right here is for our pancake mix. And then I also have one for our brown sugar. I have one for our powdered sugar. Here, let me grab this one. Yeah, this one right here is for our regular sugar. I like this one because you can just pour the sugar out of it. This one right here has this nifty sifter in it, so you just put a little bit of powdered sugar in it and then you can sift it. That little bar right there helps to level out your spoon. Those are really nice. That's in the flour and in this powdered sugar one. Obviously, I have them labeled as this. You don't have to use it as that, but that's how I've labeled them. This one right here is really nifty because it's got this little terracotta disc that you put into water and you absorb the water, and it helps to keep your powdered sugar, not powdered, your brown sugar nice and moist. So this right here, it's in the water. It's soaking that up. Takes maybe about 5 minutes. Soaks up the water. You put it in the top of the container, and then it keeps your sugar nice and your brown sugar nice and moist. This right here, I've just got little candies in it because the grandkids like to put it on their pancakes and things like that. Okay, while that's soaking, I'm going to go ahead and clean this shelf off. So I'm about to show you some of the things that I purchased to use for baking this year. I used to bake a lot when my kids were young, but as they got older, I got busier and I didn't bake as much. So I wanted to purchase some new things that would help bring some excitement back into baking for me. So I'll be showing you those here in just a second. Okay, so here's the final result. I went ahead and I moved down the flour and things like that that I need to get to most. I went ahead and moved that to the middle shelf. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to replace those measuring cups because some of the numbers are off on those measuring cups. To help save some space in my drawers, I went ahead and I hung these measuring cups on the back of the door with some command hooks. But as you can see, the numbers are off of this one and it's smudged on the next one. And then the other two look fine because I don't use those as often. But I'm going to go ahead and replace these with the ones that were, they're the black ones that are the Hearth and Hand ones. These ones are really pretty, really durable, and the numbers are engraved into the handle. So I really like that. These ones also came with a beautiful leather strap to hold them together. However, I'm taking the strap off so that way I can hang these. So I really like these. It goes with the aesthetic of my kitchen because I've been adding in a lot more blacks. So I'm really excited about these ones. I've been looking for stainless steel mixing bowls, the kind that my mom used to have when I was young, and I found these and I fell in love with the white enamel, yet it's still having that shiny stainless steel inside. So I'm so excited to kick off the holiday season using my new Cuisinart mixing bowls. Aren't these so pretty? And then they have these tops that are sealed in really tight there. So I'm really loving these mixing bowls. This year I decided to switch out all my wooden handle spatulas because the handles are beginning to crack and they've got little splinters in them. So I'm going to exchange these for some all silicone kind. I got these ones off of Amazon. They are so good. They're heavy duty. They bend. The tips bend very easy, but yet the handle is still heavy. I really, really like these. So I'm excited to get these into the kitchen and start using these. Of course, it's not just for baking. I can use them to cook with too. They're dishwasher safe, heat safe. I really like these ones. And these little cuties are little mini spatulas to use for cookies and brownies. So I thought these were really cute. Now this flat cookie baking sheet, I got this from Walmart. You can't really tell here, but it's kind of a gold color, maybe a champagne gold color. And it's also the kind that has air in between the two pieces of metal. So I'm really excited to use this one too. Okay, so now it's time to get in these drawers and I want to go ahead and get them lined. Like I said, I have not done this. I should have done it when I first moved into the home, but I neglected to do it. So now I'm going to do it here today. Although I do look at the bottom of the drawers and they don't look damaged at all. Thank goodness. You know, the rough metal can really tear up the bottom of the drawers. Also, if you put these in wet, oh goodness, that really ruins the bottom of the drawers. So everything is still looking good. So now I'm going to put this under the sink mat. I like this because it's not sticky. I don't care to have sticky paper down in the drawers. To me, that just ruins the drawers eventually. So I like this one. It's thick. It's got a grip to it. The only thing I don't like is that when you unroll it, it still has the roll marks in it. However, they say that you can use a blow dryer and that will help to flatten it out. But I also find that over time, it will flatten out, especially with these heavy pots and pans on it. Without going and getting my measuring tape, I'm trying to figure out the most efficient way to use this. I can tell that I'm not going to have enough, so I'm trying to figure out which direction that I should go that would give me the most off of this bolt of plastic. Some of these pans I've had since I got married when I was 17 years old, including this one right here. I need to clean this one up. But there are a couple of pans in here that I'm going to go ahead and get rid of. And then that griddle pan goes to my stove top. I don't use it, but I don't want to get rid of it because it does go to the stove top. I get a lot of questions about this little mini vacuum. I did buy it on Amazon, but they're not selling it anymore. But if you look up keyboard vacuum, you should be able to find something very similar. As you can see, I'm about a couple of inches shy of having a full paper, but it should be okay and work for the time being. I do switch out this paper, you know, every 2 or 3 years, so if I don't get to it before then, at least in another couple of years, it'll be replaced again. Well, friends, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, would you please give me a big thumbs up? It really, really, really helps my channel. I'm leaving you with a video to go watch next. I hope that you'll go see it, and I'll see you again next Sunday. Until then, stay blessed, my friends.